G Mining Ventures says it has won a financing package valued at more than $500 million US to build its Oko West gold project in Guyana. Let's get more from the Chief Executive Officer, Louis-Pierre Gignac. Thanks very much for joining us, Louis-Pierre. Tell us, what have you got going on in South America?
Yes, we have the Oko West gold project that we are actually starting to construct earlier this year. And with this financing package that we've secured, that we've announced earlier this week, I essentially have full funding to construct this world-class project.
So you don't need to raise any other money? You don't need to, say, do an equity issue, et cetera?
No, we're fully funded now with that financing package that can complement our cash flow that we're generating from our Tocantins mine in Brazil, which is obviously generating great cash flow at these gold prices.
That one, the Brazilian mine, I think you just got to commercial production late last year, about a year ago?
Yeah, essentially a year ago, last September, we reached commercial production and are looking to produce 175,000 ounces from that mine this year.
I know that you've been praised. It's rare we in Toronto hear about a construction project that comes in on time and on budget, but apparently you guys pulled that off in Brazil.
Yes, we did. We were able to complete that basically on time and on budget. For about $460 million for an asset that will produce gold for the next 10 years at around 175,000 ounces. So we're looking to make a repeat of that with Oko West, which is a much larger project. We're looking at a capex just shy of $1 billion. But obviously, this is a much larger project, one that will produce 350,000 ounces a year on average for the next 13 years. So we're quite excited about where we are with that project. We've committed a lot of expenditures already to be able to execute on that project. So roughly $300 million has been committed and locked in on that capex at this point.
What roughly do you think the all-in cost per ounce will be at Oko?
At Oko, we're looking at around $1,100 to $1,200 AISC, which is slightly above the all-in sustaining cost that we have at Tocantins. It's obviously a larger mine. It's a combination of an open pit that will have an underground operation as well. But to start the project, we're starting with the open pit that will feed the process plant, and once we're in commercial production, we'll look to start the development of the underground mine. So taking a lot of moving parts out of the initial project.
Your roadmap then is getting to 500,000 ounces before too long of total production.
Correct. So that's going to catapult us to essentially an intermediate producer status with 2 operating assets. We're looking to produce first gold in the last quarter of 2027 and reaching commercial production in 2028. So yeah, basically 2 years from now, we'll be producing gold at Oko West.
Give us a couple of elements in this financing package. Is some of it debt?
Yeah, so this is essentially a credit facility that we've put in place with a syndicate of banks led by a national bank in Macquarie. So we have a $350 million credit facility that we can upsize for another $150 million 6 months from closing. So that would be for a total of $500 should we elect to upsize it. And we have $37.5 million of equipment financing with Komatsu, from whom we've bought the majority of our mining equipment and construction equipment that's required for Oko West.
Just looking at your big shareholders, Franco-Nevada shows up at almost 8%. So they have taken an equity stake in the company?
Yes. So Franco-Nevada has been a strong financial supporter of ours through the initial financing of Tocantins. So they came in with stream financing a debt facility, plus contributing to our equity raises that we did during that phase. So yeah, they provided essentially a fulsome financing package for us for Tocantins, and we maintain them as a strong partner and investor in G Mining Ventures.
So just remind me of your family's role in mining, because you have this G Mining Services. So just remind me, your family has a long background in mining.
Yeah, so G Mining is essentially for Gignac. So our father is a mining engineer. He was the CEO of Cambior back in the day, which was acquired by IM Gold. So at that point, G Mining Services was created as a private engineering and construction management company specialized in mining, which was created essentially in 2006 to service the mining industry. And they've constructed many projects for clients, including some world-class mines like Marion in Suriname for Newmont, and the Fruta del Norte mine for Lundin Gold. So yeah.
And apparently that the Ecuador one was built 3 months early. It seems incredible any construction project can achieve that, living in Toronto.
Yeah, so I mean, the model is one that's a bit unique. So we have what we call a self-perform model, where we essentially self-perform with our own people and buying all the equipment required to execute on our projects. So essentially taking out the third-party contractors and providers that complicate things most of the time when it comes to delivering on projects.
We better leave it there. Louis-Pierre, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Louis-Pierre Gignac, founder, president, and CEO at G Mining Ventures.